Hello everyone, in this video I'll be checking out the new Tripltek 8 Pro Android tablet. It was released in early October 2021 and it has some very nice upgrades from the previous generation of the 7 Pro. It has an upgraded screen resolution of 2560 by 1600, internal storage is upgraded to 256 gigabytes, and it has a faster CPU and GPU and still has that military standard certification for ruggedness of 810G. So if you're looking for an Android tablet for your industrial use or just using it at home, I'm going to use it with my drone, so you might want to come along for the review and check it out. So let's get into it. Now let's compare some of the features between the various Tripltek models. The Tripltek 7, the lower end version of the tablet from the previous generations, in the middle. The Tripltek 7 Pro is on the extreme right. And of course we have the brand new Tripltek 8 Pro on the left. I obtained this information directly from the Tripltek website, although I've reformatted it for this video. The main difference here between the 7 Pro and the 8 Pro is, of course, the screen went from 7 inches in the 7 Pro to 8 inches in the 8 Pro, thus the name change. And the main difference for me is the display resolution went from 1280 by 720 to 2560 by 1600 pixels. The internal memory storage increased from 128 gigabytes to 256. The smartphone call function does have an integrated earpiece in the top center section of the Tripltek 8 Pro's screen section in the very center there. It also now claims to have a waterproof and dustproof certification of IP68 versus the splash protection that it was rated for before. And the processor and GPU both increased in their speed. This chart listed the 8 Pro versus the base model of the 7, and I added in the stats from the Tripltek website comparing the 7 Pro and the 8 Pro. So it's 10% faster than the 7 Pro for CPU and 35% faster than the 7 Pro for GPU. You can see that the battery capacity went from 10,000 milliamp hours, which is already a fairly large battery to have in a tablet, up to 12,200 milliamp hours. The rear camera has been increased to 21 megapixels with autofocus versus 13 in the previous generation, and the front camera has been increased to 8 megapixels versus 5 from the previous generation, and you now get stereo speakers. The 8 Pro comes with a Google certified version of Android 10, making it easier to set up, and there's some additional features that we'll talk about a little bit later in the video. The 7 base unit came with Android 8.1. They listed it as 9, so I corrected it on this chart, and the 7 Pro came with Android 9. The MicroSD card capacity increased from a maximum of 256 gigabytes in the previous generation to 1 terabyte. And most of the networking is the same, except you do get near field communications capability in the new 8 Pro tablet. So if you have anything that takes advantage of that, it's now available in the tablet. The 8 Pro still continues with the military standard 810G certification for ruggedness. You can drop it from a distance of about 4 feet from the ground and it will survive that. Can't drop it off a building, but you can be fairly rough with it in the field and expect it to survive. That's the point of having this military grade construction and certification. The weight has been reduced from 1.45 pounds in the previous generation to 1.3. And of course the size has increased to accommodate the 8-inch screen, but it has gotten a bit thinner, so some of your mounting technology will have to change a little bit, or can change, and I'll show you that later in the video. With that improved feature set, what does the Tripltek 8 cost at this point? It looks like it has a list price of $899 US, but currently being offered for sale at $795 US on the Tripltek website and on their Amazon listing pages. The Tripltek 7 base unit is no longer being sold, at least on the Tripltek website. It used to cost $599 US, and then the Tripltek 7 Pro is still being sold, and that's being offered at $675 US. So if you're making a purchase decision and you don't have one right now, I would suggest simply getting the Tripltek 8 Pro, given the price difference between the 7 Pro and the 8 Pro. If you have the 7 Pro already, is the feature difference between them necessary? For me, the increased screen resolution certainly was an attractive feature, and the bigger capacity battery and the faster CPU and GPU. For me, it was attractive enough to go ahead and do the upgrade, but that's a choice you'll have to make based on what you need the tablet for. Let's take a quick tour of the external ports and features of the Tripltek 8 Pro. In the upper left on the front, we have the 8 megapixel front-facing camera. The center section there, we have the integrated earpiece for the phone function, and the 2560 by 1600 1200 nits brightness screen, which is the main feature that brought me to the Tripltek 7 Pro, and now upgrading to the Tripltek 8 Pro. And on this edge we have the volume up and down button and the power button. They have swapped positions compared to the 7 Pro. On the back side of the Tripltek 8 we have the 21 megapixel camera with autofocus in the upper left. Adjacent to that is the LED flash, or also labeled as a torch. There are two microphones on the back side here based on my testing that I've labeled here. And then we have 4 handle mount locations for the optional handle. And down in the lower section there I have blurred out the serial number plate. And on this edge we have the SIM card and MicroSD card trade location and the SOS button that can be programmed. On this edge of the Tripltek 8 Pro we have a microphone, 2 stereo speakers, and the USB Type-C port for charging and data transfer. That concludes the quick tour of the external ports and features of the Tripltek 8 Pro. Here are the items that come in the Tripltek 8 Pro box. Of course, we have the main tablet itself, we have the power brick, the USB Type-A to Type-C power charging cable and data cable. We have the USB Type-A to Type-C adapter, the pin used to extract the storage tray for the SIM card and microSD card. And then the upper right we have the brackets to secure the strap for the back of the tablet. And the screws were loose in the box, so be careful with your box when you first open up, because I had to collect those screws. 4 are used to secure that bracket to the back of the tablet, but there were 5 supplied. But make sure you don't lose them as you open the box. On the upper left there we have an additional information card with information about how they tested for the military certification for 810G and proper procedures for charging and recharging the battery on a periodic basis, and the user manual, which actually contains quite a bit of information. My primary use case for the Tripltek 8 Pro is to use it with the drones that I have, the DJI Mini 2 with this RC-N1 controller, the Skydio 2 drone that I have with the rebadged Parrot Anafi controller, and the DJI Mavic Pro, my first drone, with the style controller where it has the phone or the tablet would go on the bottom. And I fashioned a solution for that with the 7 Pro, and that was based on this lift door ball door adapter for the RC-N1. Reason being that it had a 1/4-20 clamp the clamp that went around the base of the Tripltek 7 Pro, and it had a threaded 1/4-20 hole on the bottom, and then that screws in with using the screw here onto the adapter for the RC-N1. So I was able to fashion a solution for the other 2 controllers as well using that 1/4-20 based mount, and I wanted to find something similar to that for the 8 Pro. On the Tripltek website they do have this tripod adapter for the 8 Pro, and I purchased it as an optional accessory. And when I received it, or actually just before I received it, I received an advisory email from Tripltek support stating that these rubberized pads that are on the tripod mount, one of them should be removed from the upper section. That would give enough space for it to connect correctly. It didn't give enough space. If you look here, hopefully you can get that in view, you can see that there's actually a hole there where a tablet should fit into that fully if it were to be fully seated, and the same is true for the bottom. And the idea here is that the Tripltek 8 Pro doesn't fully fit into those recesses of the tripod mount. It has the edges of the tripod mount clamping on to the ridge here of the outer casing, and that's what secures it to the tripod mount and then thus to the controllers for the various drones. So I ended up having to remove this additional pad because just removing the one from the top wasn't sufficient, and then the pictures I sent to Tripltek support, their reply said, either remove this from the bottom or fully extend it, but since I'm working with it in a landscape orientation here to keep the USB-C port open for the drone controllers, the other way was to extend this out fully, which would be in portrait orientation. That just isn't the way I'm using it, plus it would cover this port. So the solution was to remove both of these pads from the tripod mount itself. So let's go ahead and show you that. You use this thumb screw up here to adjust the fine amount of tension on the tablet, and then you can remove it that way. And then basically there is a pad here and then a pad here covering this up. So I've removed both of those, And then basically this is adjusted all the way up. There's a tightening thumb screw here that you lock this into place. You drop the tablet into place, and making sure that the ridge, that there's this ridge here, that it grabs the outside portion of the tripod mount section. Then drop it into place. And making sure that the edge of that grabs onto the tablet ridge here. And with a minor amount but sufficient to hold it tension, tablet is securely held. So that's my solution for getting this usable with all three of my drone controllers. If you want to see a more in-depth explanation of how I made that work with all three of them, including the Skydio 2 controller, make sure you check out the Tripltek 7 Pro review I have on my channel. Here I'm using the Tripltek 8 Pro with my three drones. This is using it with the DJI Mini 2 RC-N1 controller. The glare that you're seeing there, I didn't see because it was facing more directly at me. And here, this is with the DJI Mavic Pro and its older controller. And I was able to see the screen very nicely. It was a bit overcast here at this point. A little bit more overcast here when I was using it with the Skydio 2. I did have the Skydio 2's camera a bit overexposed, that's why it's a bit bright there, but you can see how well you can view that on the screen. A feature that I was pleasantly surprised to see enabled right out of the box is the ability to create video capture files of your activities on the Android tablet using the screen capture applet that's right on the main desktop on the Android 10 release for the Tripltek 8 Pro. Maximum resolution though is only 784 by 1280. It doesn't take full advantage of the new 1600 by 2560 resolution, of course that being portrait mode. It does record in landscape mode as well. There's an option to toggle that on and off. That way you can get as large of a landscape representation of what was going on. And here's an example of that while I go into the DJI Fly app after I installed it on the tablet to get ready to test it out with the drone. So I'm very happy to see this feature right out of the box with the Tripltek 8 Pro. If you would like to install or remove an optional microSD card or SIM card in your Tripltek 8 Pro, you gain access to the tray that those reside in underneath this particular cover, the SIM and TF card cover, and you can get a fingernail usually underneath this and pop it open. Flip it over to the side. There is a tethering strap to it, so make sure you're gentle with the cover. Just get it out of the way. Then you're going to use the tool supply with the tablet to take the tip of this, and there is a small hole over here that is used to eject the tray. It doesn't come out fully, it just kind of pops that out just a little bit. You can see that it came out just a little bit there, but then access to it is somewhat challenging. So you could use a very small needle nose pliers. I use a tweezers to grab it at that point and grab the little tip of the tray there and pull it out. And I'm going to set the tablet with the screen down because that becomes important during the installation. The tablet has to be oriented with the back upward and the tray bottom upward because the SIM card goes into this section and the microSD card goes into this section, but they are on the bottom, what I would call the bottom side, since it faces the back of the tablet. So you take your nano SIM card and install it with the notch in the lower corner there, over here. And then the microSD card goes in the upper part of the tray. There's only one orientation that you could logically see there, since there's a wider section of the microSD card. Make sure that both are fully seated in there because they're very easy to pop out just like that. And this is where you have to be kind of gentle with what you're doing here. Make sure that they're in the recesses there of the tray, and they appear to see, just touching the back just a little bit will get them to come out. All right, now I'm going to lift this up again with the back upward here, and then insert the tray into the slot again, gently, not to pop out those cards. And push it in. There will be a bit more resistance going in, and you should be able to push it in all the way and feel it kind of like stop and click. I'm going to use that same tweezers to help me push it in. And now I felt it snap into place, and it's fully recessed like it was before. So then we place the cover back in place, and then your microSD card and our SIM card are now ready to be accessed from the Tripltek 8 Pro. We're going to test the boot speed of the Tripltek 8 Pro versus the 7 Pro. The 8 Pro does have a microSD card and a SIM card installed versus this one having none at this point. So keep that in mind. So let's start the boot up. 3, 2, 1. We'll see that the Tripltek 7 Pro actually boots up quicker. At 17 seconds it appears to be fully booted, while it does take about 31 seconds for the Tripltek 8 Pro, which is a bit surprising based on the performance stats stated on the website for the 8 Pro. Although it does have a SIM card and a microSD card that the 7 Pro does not have installed. Since I experienced that slower boot time on the Tripltek 8 Pro, I wanted to check the CPU performance. I downloaded Geekbench version 5, and I did see an improvement on the score for the single core test, 289 versus 298, so it's a 3% increase, not the 10% they're claiming. But on the multi-core, there was actually a 33% decrease in performance. Maybe that's participating in the boot slowness that we experienced with the 8 Pro versus the 7. I'm not sure at this point, but it's certainly interesting to note. After I received the Tripltek 8 Pro last week, I began my testing and everything's gone quite well. The performance benchmark as far as the boot up time, 7 versus 8, you did see the 8 was a bit slower, which is a little surprising. But real world performance, my drone apps work just fine. The higher screen resolution is what I'm looking for as long as the application takes advantage of it. The fact that it has screen recording right out of the box, I don't have to worry about adding an app or enabling it through a debugger, is a nice feature. The Tripltek 8 Pro I think might be the best choice out on the market for a drone controller tablet that gives you the best screen brightness out in the sun. It has the higher resolution once the applications take advantage of it, and it's just the best overall feature set I think for a drone controller tablet. You don't have to have a smart controller from DJI, which is specific to DJI. It works with all the popular drones out there, so I have to say it's the best choice out on the market right now, although it does come at a price. If you found this video to be informational, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification to be notified when I upload new videos just like this one to the channel. Leave a question or comment about the Tripltek 8 Pro down in the comment section. And if you're considering the purchase of this product, make sure you check out the video description section where I'll have an affiliate link to Amazon. And if you purchase it through that affiliate link, my company will make a commission, but at no extra cost to you. So that's a great way of supporting the channel. Thanks for coming and checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one.